Hi, my name is Brendan Ford, and I'm currently studying for a Media and Communications degree, majoring in journalism and nonfiction writing. Over the past few months, I was lucky to work at Next Media. They specialise in publishing, including Gardening Australia, Organic Gardener, Golf Australia, and Prevention magazines. Specifically, I worked with the Organic Gardener team. Throughout my 12 weeks, I completed two main tasks. First, I researched, wrote, and published two articles on the New AG website. I am extremely proud of both of these articles. The first piece is about Bear Hug, a company tackling Australia's soft plastic issues by selling reusable pallet wraps for beer keg deliveries. My second article, 8 weeks later, was a response to a University of Queensland media release about a new bug found that week in the hinterlands. Both pieces are still advertised as the most popular articles on the website. Now, whilst the writing was tricky and thought-provoking, my second task was pure Tuesday grunt work, where I was tasked with revamping the new website from its old design to a fresher and more engaging format. This including reading and editing an Excel spreadsheet of a list of articles. We could either keep the contextual good pieces and cut the out-of-date or bad articles for the new website. I had to check the titles, picture credits, links, and wordings of thousands of pieces, which took hours to complete. Now, naturally, I became quite bored with this task. However, to fight this, I approached it with a heads down, no complaints mentality, because it flows Mertz et al. That all stakeholders can hold a potential benefit from this work. Interns benefit from a transition experience from the university to the work environment, where interns learn job-related knowledge and skills, and employees receive extra labor capacity. They were very thankful that I did this. Through reading and editing, I also became entrenched in OJ's branding. This is important because, as Fan argues, branding is no longer just about adding value to the product. Branding represents and promotes lifestyle, and brands themselves become a kind of culture. For example, these Fox Footy and ABC News articles show fast-paced, attention-grab journalism. This directly contrasts OG's conversationalist, polished articles that incite thought and discussion, including planting and cooking tips, stories, and discoveries. I learned the need to promote positivity and thoughtful writing for readers who enjoy gardening and greener living. Yet these highlighted a clear weakness in my internship work. Coming from a legal background with my law degree, I naturally found myself in writing in a robotic, formulaic manner instead of the conversational, casual style that OG wanted. As outlined in both reflective tasks, my natural writing style did not meet the panache of OG and its conversational branding. However, this could be fixed with practical work. Martin and Rees argue that learning is deeper and more meaningful when the theory is integrated with practice, and that learning must be continued throughout practical roles, including internships. So, what better way to improve my writing than on the job? Taking the disciplinary learnings from telling true stories, I wanted to make my writing enjoyable to read rather than just factually correct. Gutkin states, writing nonfiction so that it reads like fiction is challenging. Some critics say it is virtually impossible. This approach illustrates the importance of infusing nuance and voice rather than simply presenting facts in a straightforward essay-like manner. To tackle this weakness, I found inspiration and guidance while writing the Bear Hug piece, albeit it took a few more weeks to complete my polished article. The readings of Writing for Love or Money stood out. This unit featured the compelling story You Can Lead a Horticulture by Mariette Hardy. The story begins with a striking opening. At the age of 11, I decided with no small sense of certainty that when I grew up, I wanted to become a prostitute. As a reader, I find myself drawn into the story and wanting to find out where it goes from there. This highlights the benefits of writing with a distinctive voice and adding personality. Therefore, the disciplinary learnings of previous units and the practical hands-on learning from this unit have helped me tackle this blaring weakness. In fact, by the time I read the Bear Hug article 8 weeks after the initial first article, I was more confident in writing with the correct voice for the magazine. For readers, this also read equally as well as the Bear Hug article, yet took significantly less time for me to produce. Simply, I turned my weakness into my strength through hard work. This brings me to my SMART goals for the next 3 years. The SMART goal from Reflective Task 1 was to become more prolific as an individual journalist. In my second reflective task, the SMART goal was to gain industry connections from an upcoming meeting with Dan Finlay. He's the head editor at Next Media. Now, I wish to combine these goals and add them to develop my SMART goals going forward. They are to get a good, stable job in written journalism after graduation. Specifically, I want to use my newfound connections and skills to find a job in sports, music, or investigative journalism. The tangible measurement of this goal is to assess where I will be employed in 3 years, and more importantly, whether I enjoy this work. This is achievable since I've gained experience in the industry and will have graduated with a media degree, and so now I can springboard into forging a good career. I will continue to engross myself in the industry by reading articles critically and learning my own non-fiction writing style. And so hopefully in 3 years, I will achieve this goal and I look forward to this journey. Thank you for watching. I've learned so much over the past few months and I cannot wait to see what happens in the future. Cheers.